It's big and orange and round. It started from a little seed when I stuck it in the ground. Now it doesn't look at all like what it did last spring. Won't somebody tell me what the heck you call this thing? Oh, the pumpkin man with the big round head, smile so bright and eyes so red. I wish jack-o'-lanterns hung from the sky and the seeds were made of pumpkin pie. Mommy and my daddy and my dog and my pal John went down to the garden to see what was going on. My mama called it squash, my daddy called it spice. John just laughed and my dog just barked and jumped up once or twice. Oh, the pumpkin man with the big round head, smile so bright and eyes so red. I wish jack-o'-lanterns hung from the sky and the seeds were made of pumpkin pie. John said, ain't you never seen a pumpkin plant before? You carve it up on Halloween and stick it right by your door. Scary eyes and a funny nose and a toothy smile below. Stick a candle in its head to make the whole thing glow. Oh, the pumpkin man with the big round head, smile so bright and eyes so red. I wish jack-o'-lanterns hung from the sky and the seeds were made of pumpkin pie. Now I grow up pumpkins for my neighbors all around. Still I don't quite understand how they get so big and round. My mama says it's nature, my dad says it's a miracle. John just laughs and my dog just barks, and that's the best of all. Oh, the pumpkin man with the big round head, smile so bright and eyes so red. I wish jack-o'-lanterns hung from the sky and the seeds were made of pumpkin pie. Stirring and stirring and stirring my brew. Stirring and stirring and stirring my brew. Stirring and stirring and stirring my brew. Tip, toe, tip, toe, tip, toe. Have you seen the ghost of Tom? Long white bones with the skin all gone. Ooh, wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? Have you seen the ghost of Tom? Have you seen with the skin all gone? Long white bones with the skin all gone. Wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? Have you seen with no skin on? Long white bones with the skin all gone. Long white bones with the skin all gone. Wouldn't it
I scare all of the boys and girls when I peek into their homes. Oh, rattle, 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 rattle. Woo!
I am a jack-o'-lantern, my eyes are burning bright. I scare all of the boys and girls when they come to my house at night. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Woo!
I am a big black cat, my eyes and whiskers you see. I frighten all the boys and girls when they dare to look at me. Oh,
I am a little ghost, I fly up in the sky. I frighten all the girls and boys when they go running by. Oh, boo!
Trick-or-treating's really fun too.
Hey, I've got some jokes for you.
Okay, great.
When do skeletons laugh? When you tickle their funny bone. What musical instrument do skeletons play? Trombone. What do you call a skeleton that sleeps all day? Lazy bones.
Old MacDonald had a haunted house. E-I-E-I-O. And in this haunted house he had some goblins. E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here a, there a, everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a haunted house. E-I-E-I-O. And in this haunted house he had some vampires. E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here a, there a, everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a haunted house. E-I-E-I-O. And in this haunted house he had some werewolves. E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here a, there a, everywhere a. Old MacDonald had a haunted house. One little, two little, three little witches, flying over haystacks, flying over ditches, sliding down the moon without any hitches. Hi-ho, Halloween. Where, oh, where can I find a pumpkin? Where, oh, where can I find a pumpkin? Where, oh, where can I find a pumpkin? Way down yonder in the pumpkin patch. Picking up pumpkins, putting in the wagon. Picking up pumpkins, putting in the wagon. Picking up pumpkins, putting in the wagon. Way down yonder in the pumpkin patch. Carve a face and make a jack-o'-lantern. Carve a face and make a jack-o'-lantern. Carve a face and make a jack-o'-lantern. Way down yonder in the pumpkin patch. Way down yonder in the pumpkin patch.
Wiggle the spider has 8 legs. Wiggle the spider has 8 legs. Wiggle the spider has 8 legs. And she loves to jiggle and jive. She goes wiggle, 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 jump. Wiggle, 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 jump. Wiggle, 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 jump. She loves to jiggle and jive. Wiggle the spider has 8 legs. Wiggle the spider has 8 legs. Wiggle the spider has 8 legs. And she loves to jiggle and jive. She goes wiggle, 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 jump. Wiggle, 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 jump. Wiggle, 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 jump. She loves to jiggle and jive. They call her Hagelina, Magalina, Hoopensteimer, Wallenheimer, Hokum Pokum Locum was her name. She had 2 peculiar eyes in her head. One was blue, the other one was red. 'Cause she was Hagelina, Magalina, Hoopensteimer, Wallenheimer, Hokum Pokum Locum was her name. She had 2 peculiar teeth in her mouth. One pointed north, the other pointed south. 'Cause she was Hagelina, Magalina, Hoopensteimer, Wallenheimer, Hokum Pokum Locum was her name. She had 2 peculiar hairs on her head. One was alive, the other one was dead. 'Cause she was Hagelina, Magalina, Hoopensteimer, Wallenheimer, Hokum Pokum Locum was her name. She had 2 peculiar warts on her chin. One pointed out, the other pointed in. 'Cause she was Hagelina, Magalina, Hoopensteimer, Wallenheimer, Hokum Pokum Locum was her name. She had 2 peculiar. One was very small, the other one was big. 'Cause she was Hagelina, Magalina, Hoopensteimer, Wallenheimer, Hokum Pokum Locum was her name. She had 2 peculiar buttons on her belly. One was like a rock, the other one like jelly. 'Cause she was Hagelina, Magalina, Hoopensteimer, Wallenheimer, Hokum Pokum Locum was her name. Hagelina, Magalina, Hoopensteimer, Wallenheimer, Hokum Pokum Locum was her name. Hagelina, Magalina, Hoopensteimer, Wallenheimer, Hokum Pokum Locum was her name. Well, you know, Hagelina, Magalina was an ogress. And this is a story about the basket ogress. A long time ago, there was a grandmother and father who lived with about 12 children out in the country. And those children just loved to play. They played hard, climbing trees and in the mud and playing in the creek, playing tag and all kinds of games. Well, one day, their grandma called them. "Hey, you kids, come on in here." And all the children came barreling in.
"Oh, golly gee, you kids stink. You need to take a bath."
"Why?" said all the children. And Grandpa explained to them.
"Children, you need to take a bath because you smell bad. And also because, you know, the basket ogress that lives on up the hill? If the wind changes directions and carries that smell up the hill, she'll wake up and come on down and get you. She'll stuff you in her basket and make you into soup." "Oh, Grandpa, we don't believe in old-fashioned things like that anymore." Well, the kids went back out to play, and they were out playing really hard, and the next day Grandma called them. "Hey, you kids, come on in here." And all the kids came barreling into the house. "Oh, God, phew, you kids stink. You must have balls of wax in your ears. You didn't hear a word I said. You need to go clean those balls of wax out of your ears." "Why?" said the children, and Grandpa explained to them. "Kids, you need to clean the balls of wax out of your ears because then you can hear what grown-ups are telling you. And furthermore, remember the basket ogress? Well, she has great big lips. When she smells you and comes on down the hill, she'll wrap her great big lips around your ears and suck real hard and suck them balls of wax out and chew 'em up like candy. She loves 'em." "Oh, Grandpa, we don't believe in old-fashioned things like that anymore." And they just didn't pay any attention. Well, the next day the kids were outside playing, and Grandma called to them again. "Hey, you kids, come on in here." And the kids came on in. "Phew," said Grandma, "you kids smell bad, and you haven't that stuff all over your face, dribbling out of your nose and dangling down your chin. You need to go wash your faces." "Why?" said the children, and Grandpa explained to them. "Kids, you need to wash your faces 'cause it looks bad. And furthermore, you know the basket ogress that lives up the hill? Well, when she smells you and comes down and stuffs you in her basket and carries you back up the hill to make soup, do you know what she will use to season her soup? That stuff that's coming out of your nose and dribbling down your chin. It'll make it nice and salty." "Oh, we don't believe in old-fashioned stuff like that anymore," said all the children, and they went back out to play. Well, they were outside playing hard, and the wind changed directions. It started blowing. The basket ogress smelled something. She got up out of her bed and put her basket on and went galumphing down the hill. She hid behind a blueberry bush and "Blueberries over here." The children stopped playing and looked over at that blueberry bush. Blueberries were like candy in the olden days, and they ran over and stuffed those blueberries in their mouth so full that they couldn't even scream when she snatched them and put them into her basket. She stuffed every child in her basket and went huffing and puffing back up the hill, singing her little song. "I'm a-gonna eat, I'm a-gonna eat, I'm a-gonna eat those little children. I'm a-gonna eat, I'm a-gonna eat, I'm a-gonna eat them up." When she got to the top of the hill and went into her hut, she set the basket over in the corner and went on out to get some water. Oh, those children were so scared. They were just shaking in the basket. They pushed the top up off the basket and looked around and saw that the basket ogress was not there. They climbed out of the basket and ran out into the basket Ogress's garden and picked up pumpkins and filled that basket with pumpkins that weighed just as much as they did. And then they put the lid on tight and ran down the hill as fast as their little feet would carry them, screaming, "Grandma, Grandpa, start the water in the tub. We want to take a bath." And they burst into the house, and all of them, every one, jumped into the tub and started scrubbing their bodies to get that stinky smell off. They even used soap. And then they cleaned the balls of wax, and they wiped their faces shiny clean. Then they went out, and they looked at Grandma and Grandpa, and they said, "We will always take a bath whenever we need to, and we will listen to what you have to say." Meanwhile, up at the top of the hill, the basket Ogress was so excited. "I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat those little children. I'm gonna eat them up." And she got her big pot boiling away, and she picked up that basket and didn't even look inside. And she took the top off and dumped all those pumpkins into the boiling water, and they exploded. And that's why there are pumpkins all around the world today. And that's the truth.
Halloween, Halloween, it's the spookiest time you've ever seen. Witches fly, bats do too, and the skeletons do the boogie woogie woo.
Halloween, Halloween, it's the spookiest time you've ever seen. Witches fly, bats do too, and skeletons do the boogie woogie woo.
Halloween, Halloween, it's the spookiest time you've ever seen. Witches fly, bats do too, and the skeletons do the boogie woogie woo. Halloween, Halloween, it's the spookiest time you've ever seen. Do the boogie woogie woo. Halloween, Halloween, it's the spookiest time you've ever seen. Witches fly, bats do too, and skeletons do the boogie woogie woo. Five little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "We're ready for some fun." Ooh, in the wind and out went the lights, and the five little pumpkins rolled out of sight.
So much fun to pick a pumpkin on a
pumpkin on a Sunday. It's so much fun to pick a pumpkin on a Sunday. Or on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's so much fun to pick a pumpkin on a Sunday. It's so much fun to carve a pumpkin on a Sunday. It's so much fun to carve a pumpkin on a Sunday. Or on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's so much fun to carve a pumpkin on a Sunday. It's so much fun to take a hayride on a Sunday. It's so much fun to take a hayride on a Sunday. Or on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's so much fun to take a hayride on a Sunday.
Hey, I got some more jokes for you.
Oh, great.
What do witches eat to celebrate Halloween? Halloweenies. What game do little ghosts play?
What?
Peekaboo! Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Well, you don't have to cry about it.
Hey ho, skeleton bones, no meat, no skin, no blood have I none, and I will be very scary. Hey ho, skeleton bones, no meat, no skin, no blood have I none, and I will be very scary. Hey ho, skeleton bones, no meat, no skin, no blood have I none, and I will be very scary. Hey ho, skeleton bones, and I will be very scary, and I will be very scary. Hey ho, be very scary, and I will be very scary. Hey ho, hey.
I am a scary skeleton, yes I am, yes I am. I am a scary skeleton, yes, oh yes I really am. When I go out on Halloween and the children see me, they always give a scream. I am a scary skeleton, yes, oh yes I really am. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Tom, and he lived with his great big family way out in a shack out in the country. They were so poor that they only had a scrawny old cow and no seeds at all to plant in the field. Well, every night they went to bed and their tummies were growling. It was so noisy you could barely get any sleep. So one night, Tom thought to himself, "Tomorrow I'm going to seek my fortune and see if there's some way I can help out." So the next day, he got up bright and early and he said goodbye to his mom. His mom pulled him aside and said, "Tom, always remember, be polite and share what little you have with those who are less fortunate. Goodbye, Tom." And she gave him a big hug. Then Tom's father pulled him aside and said, "Tom, we don't have much, but we have courage. Always remember
to be brave. And Tom took off walking down the road. He walked for a couple of hours till he came to a little creek, and he took his pot out of his bag and a handful of beans, and he cooked a little fire and started stirring up his soup. Well, he was stirring away when he heard a voice.
"Hey there, Sonny. What you got cooking?"
"Hey, old woman, I got me some bean soup. Would you like a little?"
"Why, that sounds right nice. I'd love some. What you doing in these parts?"
Well, Tom told her about his family's situation, and told her that he was seeking his fortune to see what he could do to help. And she said,
"Well, Sonny, you might not have to go far, 'cause over that hill is a haunted house. And they say anybody who can spend all night in that house will be a rich person in the morning." Well, many people have tried, but some of them have died of fright, or were so scared they ran away and never came back. But you look like a brave fella.
Tom told her that he was, and he thanked her kindly for her advice. He took off down the road. He walked until he came to that haunted house, and he went on inside. There was a beautiful kitchen in this house, with a big cook stove and a fireplace. So he pumped some water out of the pump and filled up his bucket and put another handful of beans in, and he started stirring. He stirred for a while till he heard a funny noise coming from the chimney, and a mournful tune. "Dem bones, dem, dry bones, dem bones, dem, dry bones, dem, dry bones. Look out below!" Thud! And some legs fell out of the chimney and ran around the kitchen, bumping into the tables and chairs, till they stopped. There were blue jeans on those legs, and boots, and a nice belt with a shiny buckle. But there was no middle or arms, and no head. Tom tried to be brave. He remembered what his daddy said, and he kept stirring his beans till he heard a rumbling in the chimney and a mournful tune. "Dem bones, dem, dry bones, dem, dry bones, dem, dry bones. Look out below!" Thud! And a middle fell out of the chimney with arms on it and a nice plaid shirt and a neck. The arms crawled around on the floor till it found the legs and climbed up on the legs and set the middle straight. Now, everything was there, but there wasn't a head. Now, Tom tried to be brave, and he kept stirring his soup. He remembered what his daddy had said. Then he heard another rumbling up in the chimney, and a mournful tune. "Dem bones, dem, dry bones, dem, dry bones, dem, dry bones. Look out below!" Thud! And a head with a big bushy beard and long hair fell out of the chimney, and it rolled around on the floor till it bumped into the legs, and the arms and the hands reached down and picked up that head and set it straight. And then that ghost, I guess you'd call it that, pointed to Tom and said, "Come with me." And Tom said, "Would you like a little soup, sir?" And the ghost just said, "Come with me." So Tom took the pot off the stove and followed the ghost out to the barn. The ghost pointed to a shovel on the barn wall, and Tom went and got it, and the ghost went out into the yard and pointed beneath the big old tree and said, "Dig." So Tom started digging. He dug and he dug till he had a great big hole, and the ghost said, "Dig." And so Tom kept digging. He had blisters all over his hands. He thought he just might be digging his grave, till his shovel hit something hard. Clink, clink, clink. And Tom reached in and lifted out a chest, and in that chest were gold coins. And that ghost said, "Tom, your heart is in the right place, and I want you to take this farm and all this gold and go and get your family and come back here and live forever after. I haven't been able to rest since those robbers killed me and looked for my gold, but they didn't find it, and I want you to have it." And as the sun came up over the hill, the ghost disappeared. Tom went back and got his family and brought all his brothers and sisters and that scrawny old cow back, and they lived happily ever after. And that's the truth.
Hey, I got some more jokes for you.
Oh, more jokes.
On what day do ghosts make the most noise? Monday. What do little ghosts wear when it rains? Boots. What goes ha 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 plop? A monster laughing its head off.
One little skeleton jumping up and down, jumping up and down, jumping up and down. One little skeleton jumping up and down, for this is Halloween. Two little witches flying through the air, flying through the air, flying through the air. Two little witches flying through the air, for this is Halloween. Three little pumpkins walking in a row, walking in a row, walking in a row. Three little pumpkins walking in a row, for this is Halloween. Four little goblins skipping down the street, skipping down the street, skipping down the street. Four little goblins skipping down the street, for this is Halloween. Five little children playing trick or treat, playing trick or treat, playing trick or treat. Five little children playing trick or treat, for this is Halloween.
There was an old woman, all skin and bones. Ooh, she lived down by the old graveyard. Ooh, one night she thought she'd take a walk. Ooh, she walked down by the old graveyard. Ooh, she saw the bones a-laying around. Ooh, she thought she'd sweep the old church house. Ooh, she went to the closet to get a broom. Ooh, she opened the door and boo!
There was a small witch on a Halloween night who wanted to see if her hat was on right. She looked in the mirror and gave a loud scream. It was the scariest thing that she'd ever seen.
There was a small ghost on a Halloween night who wanted to see if his sheet was on right. He looked in the mirror and gave a loud scream. It was the scariest thing that he'd ever seen.
There was a small spider on Halloween night who wanted to see if his legs were on right. He looked in the mirror and gave a loud scream. It was the scariest thing that he'd ever seen.
There was a small bat on a Halloween night who wanted to see if his wings were on right. He looked in the mirror and gave a loud scream. It was the scariest thing that he'd ever seen.
There was a small vampire on Halloween night who wanted to see if his fangs were on right. He looked in the mirror and gave a loud scream. It was the scariest thing that he'd ever seen. So when you go out on a Halloween night, be sure that your costume is fitting just right. You might look in the mirror and give a loud scream. You will be the scariest thing that you've ever seen.